So for a lot of you out there, there's a lot of anxiety right now, and there is plenty of misinformation. So we're taking your coronavirus questions straight to our experts tonight and every night. Tweet us your questions, including if you'd like in video format, to @FoxNewsNight. Okay, providing our answers tonight, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Asghar Husain and Fox News contributor, medical contributor Dr. Marty McCary, and former medical director of the Peace Corps, Dr. Steve Weinberg, are all back with us. Welcome, gentlemen. Good to have you.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Dr. Husain, you are new to our group answering questions, so let's start with you. We have a tweet from Jeannie who says, what is the health risk for someone with COPD? I was diagnosed in October and I'm very scared. Dr. Husain.
Yes, so COPD stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and that means it is a disease of the lungs. So one of the features we know of this virus is that it attacks the lung cells. So one of the problems with COPD is it prevents the lung cells from being able to defend themselves. So that would pose an elevated risk that would be specific to any other health issues that she has.
So the same caution we're all being given about washing your hands and coughing into your arm and staying away from people, but this person, an elevated sense of staying home and isolating above and beyond what the average American is being told?
It shouldn't be anything above what we're doing already. In general, in comparison to some of the other diseases such as diabetes and heart disease, it seems to be lower on that scale, but there would still be an elevated risk nevertheless. I don't think that would necessarily require any additional precautions, though.
Okay, Nader is our next tweet, and Dr. Husain, this is for you. Question, does it make a difference if I use antibacterial liquid hand soap as opposed to just regular hand soap with the coronavirus when we're doing all this hand washing, Dr. Husain, that we've been told to be very careful and meticulous about?
Yes, the answer is no. In general, washing hands frequently with soap is the key. It shouldn't really matter what type of soap that you wash with. If you're washing with soap and water, you're eliminating the virus from your hands.
Okay, so you don't have to make sure it's antibacterial soap. Absolutely. Okay, Kimberly Owens tweets us, my son and I were both very sick, fever, sore throat, chills. I took him to the doctor twice and they tested him for flu and strep and both were negative each time. The symptoms mirrored the flu so closely that it worried me we could have had the COVID-19 virus and not known. Dr. Husain, I'm sure you're getting those same kinds of questions. What would be your advice to this tweeter?
So remember, we still have a fairly high percentage of the regular flu that's going around. And if you look at the coronavirus, COVID-19 specifically, we know that about 70 to 80% of people are displaying very minimal to no symptoms. So it is very likely. And one of the statistics that we don't really know, we know the number of confirmed infected, but we don't know the number of unconfirmed infected. And that number may be much larger than we think, just because we're not testing as many people, even though we're doing a lot more tests right now. So it's very likely that they had it. It's also very likely that they didn't. Either way, the good news is if they had it, then they probably won't get it again, and they won't be able to spread it to anybody else.
Okay, that is good news. All right, Dr. Husain, our next tweet comes in from April Lefevre. She's pregnant. I want to know if there is any more data for pregnant ladies, any birth defects if you do contract the virus. Dr. Husain.
Yes, so there is no current available evidence that suggests that there is any elevated risk to a woman who is pregnant or that there is any elevated risk of having any birth defects. And a lot of this data is coming out from China, and there have been reports of actually babies getting COVID-19, and at least it's been felt that is more about the contact transmission between the mother and the child after. But it does not appear that there's any real risk to a pregnant woman or of developing birth defects.
Absolutely.
Okay, Dr. Husain, this is for you. This tweet comes in from Rocket. Dr. Safir, well, she was with us the other night. So this is now going to be to you. If seniors should get the pneumonia shot, I had to pull my little mom from work and I'm concerned. So Dr. Husain, does the pneumonia shot give any help here? Because we know that some of these cases end
to protect themselves against pneumonia, but there's no evidence that getting the pneumonia vaccine will protect you from COVID-19.
Okay, well, that is good to know. All right, doctors, and everybody who's sending questions, thank you. We know there are a lot more coming. We're going to keep trying to get to them in the next couple of days. But Doctors Husain, McCary, and Weinberg, we really appreciate your time. We know you're busy with all kinds of things, but our folks are comforted by hearing from you. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Shannon,
Shannon.
thank you. Glad to be here.